Welcome to How To. This is the most important video you'll see before you start your business because this covers the major types of business entities available in the United States and how you can pick up the right one for your business. As mentioned before, we'll discuss various business structures available in US and what are the legal and tax implications of those various structures. And then we'll identify for you what type of business structure is best suited for your business. The type of business entities which we'll cover will include corporation, S corporation, limited liability company, which is also called LLC, partnership, sole proprietorship, and cooperative. In this video, we will briefly cover those structures, and we have a separate videos on YouTube which covers these structures in detail individually. Please check out the link mentioned below in this video. First we'll cover is corporation. It's also called C corporation or C corp. A corporation is an independent legal entity which is owned by its shareholders. It's legally liable for the actions and debts the business incurs and not the shareholders that own it. Corporation is a taxable entity. In other words, it pays federal, state, and in some cases local taxes. Shareholder must pay taxes on their dividend income. Let's say, for example, a company earns some profits, it pays taxes on the profits, and when the shareholders are given dividend, they have to pay taxes on that dividend income. In order to keep the corporate status as a separate, independent legal entity, proper legal requirements and procedures must be followed of the state where it is incorporated. For example, if it is incorporated in the state of Delaware, the Delaware corporate law procedure must be followed. If it is incorporated in Nevada, the Nevada corporate law procedure must be followed. And a corporation must register with the IRS, obtain a tax ID, and also register with state agencies and also get the local permits wherever required. One of the major advantages of a C corporation is that it can go public through initial public offering. And that's why it is also favored by investors and venture capitalists. A company can sell ownership shares through stock offerings.
Before we continue, here is a website for your reference: corporate-lawyer-usa.com.
The next structure is S corporation. Once a company is formed, a corporation, it can elect to be treated as an S corporation by do the proper filing with IRS. And once the IRS grant permission, it can be treated as an S corporation for tax purposes. What does it mean? It means that it doesn't pay taxes and its income is passed on to the shareholders who pay taxes. In other words, it is treated as a partnership for tax purposes. An S corporation can avoid double taxation. That is, once to the corporation and again to the shareholders when they are paid dividend. Difference from a traditional corporation is that the profits and losses can pass through to your personal tax returns. But there is a caveat here. Not everybody can be a shareholder in a US S corporation. To be a shareholder of an S corporation, you have to be a US citizen, resident, and a taxpayer.
Before we continue, here is a website for your reference: corporate-lawyer-usa.com.
The next form of business entity on our list is Limited Liability Company, also called LLC. An LLC is a hybrid type of business entity between a corporation and a partnership. It limits the liability like a corporation, but it's a pass-through entity, so it pays the taxes like a partnership. In other words, it doesn't pay taxes as a company. Tax efficiency and operational flexibility of a partnership both are available to LLC. Unlike shareholder in a corporation, LLCs are not taxed as a separate business entity. Instead, all profits and losses are passed through the business to each member of LLC. Owners are referred to as members in LLC, unlike in a corporation where they are referred as shareholders. The members can be a single individual, two or more individuals, corporations, or even another LLCs. Different states have different rules and requirements for incorporating an LLC and maintaining an LLC. Therefore, one must consult an attorney before forming an LLC in any states in United States. Almost all the states of United States provide some or the other kind of LLC structure. While forming an LLC, drafting the documents properly is highly recommended.
Before we continue, here is a website for your reference: corporate-lawyer-usa.com.
Next type of business structure on our list is partnership. A partnership is a single business where two or more people share the ownership of the partnership. The biggest drawback of a partnership is that the liability of owners is not limited. They are personally liable for the partnership. Each partner contributes to all aspects of business, including money, property, labor, or skill. In return, each partner shares in the profits and losses of the business. There are various kinds of partnerships. First is general partnerships, which we all understand as explained before. And then there is a limited partnership. Also, there are joint ventures. A general partnership assumes that profits, liabilities, and management duties are divided equally among partners. If you opt for an unequal distribution, the percentages assigned to each partner must be documented. A limited partnership is more complex than a general partnership. It allows partners to have limited liability as well as limited input with management decisions. These limits depend on the extent of each partner's investment percentage. Limited partnerships are attracted to investors of short-term projects. Joint venture. It acts as a general partnership, but for a limited period of time or for a single project. Partners in a joint venture can be recognized as an ongoing partnership if they continue the venture, but they must file. In some countries, a joint venture can be a corporation or an LLC.
Before we continue, here is a website for your reference: corporate-lawyer-usa.com. Please subscribe for more great information on a variety of topics and check out our other videos on YouTube.